What's going on, everyone? It's KB the Mark, back with some breaking news. With WrestleMania behind us, Raw and NXT are still bringing in steady ratings. A WWE Champion has been released, and many, many more. I'm not going to hold you up anymore, so let's just jump right into the news. Monday Night Raw ratings improving. This week's edition of WWE Monday Night Raw saw its ratings increase. The episode drew an average of 2.101 million viewers on the USA Network, which is up from the 1.979 million viewers last week. The 18 to 49 demo saw the average rating be 0.63, up from the 0.55 rating last week. MVP turns on the Almighty. On Monday Night Raw, Omos walked out to the ring to set up a rematch with Lashley. MVP then attacked Lashley from the back, and Omos continued the attack as MVP yelled at Lashley for not needing him. Omos left Lashley laying in the ring as MVP celebrated with his new client. This explains why MVP was not seen with Lashley at WrestleMania, nor Lashley returned to Raw. Top star advertised for SmackDown. Seth Rollins is advertised by WWE's website to appear at Friday's SmackDown from the Pfizer Forum in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It's unclear exactly what WWE has planned for him at this show and if he will appear on the broadcast. WWE reportedly had plans to use Raw stars at SmackDown shows going forward and vice versa for dark matches to help boost attendance. According to the Pfizer Forum, 2 dark matches are advertised to take place, including SmackDown Women's Champion Charlotte Flair versus Ronda Rousey, a WrestleMania rematch. The listing isn't updated as Rick Boogs, who suffered an injury at WrestleMania, is advertised for the other dark match. Maybe it could be another showing of Cody and Rollins, as they had a stare down on Monday's Raw where they shook hands in respect. Seth Rollins preferred Raw to be 2 hours. WWE Raw star Seth Rollins recently appeared on the SI Media podcast to talk about a variety of things. Rollins was asked about WrestleMania going to 2 nights. One of the reasons why WWE decided to go 2 nights is because of the feeling that 7+ hour shows were too much to sit through. Rollins said, "Well, the longer it got, the worse it was. And the one in question is the New York WrestleMania, which literally from the pre-show to the finale was like 7 straight hours, and that is obnoxious. That is way too much wrestling." And mind you, my wife won the main event that night. That didn't go to the ring until after midnight. It's just asinine, and the crowd was tired. It caused such a catastrophe because the subways had shut down and no one could get back to where they were going. It was such chaos because we were out of MetLife in the Meadowlands. That is a whole bag of worms that opened up from that, so yeah, man, it's no fun. Rollins was also asked if he prefers Raw or SmackDown and why he's not a fan of 3-hour Raws. Rollins said, "I think a 3-hour show is just obnoxiously long every week. Everything gets stretched out, and you've got to cram, you got to fill 3 hours of television. There's just nothing to be done. That's just how it is. So I think 2 hours is a beautiful kind of number for pro wrestling shows, and I think it's easier to make everything mean a little bit more. On SmackDown, when I was there last year, I hardly ever wrestled on television, and it was kind of a big deal. You look at Roman, he hardly ever wrestles on television. I think maybe a handful of times in the last year. So when he has matches at these pay-per-views, they feel like big deals. And on Raw, I've wrestled in like 26 5-star matches in the last 2 months. It's just been wild, the amount of actual wrestling that I have to do, and I'd love to avoid that, but it is what it is." NXT Ratings Increased. The ratings for the latest edition of WWE NXT 2.0 are in. The show drew 631,000 live viewers on the USA Network, which is up from the 626,000 viewers the show previously drew a week ago. It did a 0.14 rating in the 18 to 49 demographic, the same as last week. 2 NXT stars to the main roster. WWE is considering calling up Imperium to the main roster. Fightful Select reports there have been internal discussions about the move, with SmackDown being the brand that they join should the decision be made. It was said the call-up could happen as early as this weekend. The pitch specifically involves Gunther and Marcel Bartel going to the main roster, but not Fabian Eichner. This would explain why Gunther was booked to lose to NXT Champion Braun Breaker in the main event of Tuesday's NXT, as well as Eichner and Bartel dropping the NXT Tag Team titles in a triple threat match to MSK this past Saturday at Stand and Deliver. WWE Champion Released. WWE has released MSK's Nash Carter. This appears to be a sudden decision because Carter is one half of the NXT Tag Team Champions with Wes Lee, and he appeared on the NXT 2.0 show. The news of Carter's release comes after his wife Kimber Lee accused Carter of domestic abuse. Lee tweeted on April 4th, "Hey, at WWE NXT, this is my face after your tag champ Nash Carter got wasted and hit me so hard he split my lip open. He told me I'm a wrestler, so I'm always marked up. I've hid this for a year and even forgave him, but I can't hide it anymore." Carter has not publicly responded to the allegations as of this afternoon. Tony Khan returning to his ruthless roots. AEW President Tony Khan is looking to make Friday's episode of Rampage a special show with a stacked lineup. During his appearance on Busted Open Radio, Khan made it clear that he plans to go back to ruthless roots regarding the lineup and make it a stacked up show. Ring of Honor Supercard of Honor was a success. The first Ring of Honor show under the booking of AEW President Tony Khan took place with Supercard of Honor on Friday night. There were several memorable moments, including the debut of Samoa Joe and FTR defeating Jay and Mark Briscoe to become the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions. Dave Meltzer reported on the Wrestling Observer Radio that the show did over 20,000 pay-per-view buys, which is a great number for Ring of Honor. To make it even more impressive is the fact that fans who were subscribed to the Honor Club streaming service got to see the show for free. Well, that's it, everyone. Let us know what you think about today's news. Let us know in the comments section below. Once again, I'm KB the Mark, signing off. Until the next one.
I started with nothing and came out a king. I've been the one that's been ballin' for rings. It's been me and my team and we chasing the green. My team be the shit, we ain't ballin' for free. My team be the shit, we ain't ballin' for free.